and my trainer comes to me and he say 이번 달 돈 줄 테니까 다른 걸로 갈 수 있을까요? 저 외국인이라서 좀 그런 불편한 건 있어요. 이런 말 했는데 ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು ಕೊರಿಯಾನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಭಾರತೀಯರಿಗೂ ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು 파르니카. 안녕하세요. 제 이름이 파르니카고요. 인도에서 벵갈루루란 도시에서 오는 사람이고 여기는 모델 일동하고 있습니다. 최근에 인도에서 유튜브 유명했던 영상 하나 있거든요.
한국에서 인도인이 거부당하는 이유라는 제목으로 올리는 이 영상은 업로드 3일 만에 500만, 한 달 만에 800만 조회수를 기록하며 회자가 되었습니다. 영상 안에는 인도 남자가 한국 클럽에서 입장 거부를 안 됐다거나 한국에서 원어민 교사 일하던 인도인 여성이 학생들에게 무욕적인 말을 들었다라는 내용이 들어 있었는데요. 해당 영상을 본 수많은 인도인들이 분노하고 한국인은 인도인을 싫어한다라는 순입견까지 생겨나고 있는 상황입니다.
우리 부모님이랑 친구들이랑 아는 사람들이는 다 저한테 보내주고 이거 신사야? 너 한국에 살고 있죠? 이거 신사야? 이렇게 많이 물어봤는데요. 그래서 저도 동영상 보니까 저도 같은 질문이었거든요. 이거 신사야? 이런 질문이었는데 그래서 오늘은 이런 질문 대답 바다로 길거리 인터뷰 가야겠습니다.
인도 쪽은 사람이 많은 나라? 딱히 차별이나 그런 건 없어요.
뭔가 인도 사람에 대한 이미지는 그 특유의 영어식 억양이랑 약간 계층이 좀 나눠져 있다? 그러니까 잘 사는 사람은 엄청 잘 사는데 컴퓨터나 이런 쪽으로 해서 좋은 직장을 많이 가지는데 못 사는 사람들은 한국이나 다른 나라에 일하러 많이 온다는 그런 이미지가 있는 것 같아요.
Generally, I really like my time here so far. Like I would stay longer, but the culture's very different to Western culture, so that's got its own challenges, you know. Yeah.
Working is obviously a different story because as an
working
Alex
culture here
it's completely different. It's more chaotic, more hectic, I should say rather. But like the experience has been okay. And in terms of racism, I don't think it's really out there, but it is subtle and it is there. You can see with the way they react, especially when you're traveling on public transport. Like there'd be no other vacancy, and they would refuse to sit next to you.
What do you think about living in Korea, and have you ever, as an Indian, faced any racism in Korea?
This is actually a trending topic nowadays. Because there are a lot of videos surfacing on the internet. I'd say racism is everywhere. Back in India, it was there, and here it is also. But the main point is not everyone is racist. I have a lot of Korean friends who have never showed any sign of racism. But on the same hand, in subways or sometimes in stores, I've heard a lot of people complain about this. I mean, it depends from people to people on your perspective. So I didn't take it as a racism thing.
It never happened with me. I feel I'm lucky that, but like he said, it happens different, like situation to situation. Sometimes you feel it's a racism with you, but it's like their way of living. Like if you are talking on the phone in the subway, they might give you a look. So you may feel like you are like being like treated differently, but it's their way of living. So like it depends on different situation, but you won't see racism very obvious in Korea.
Of course, I'm not going to deny that everything that she said in the video is not true. Some of the topics was one of them that Indians were banned in clubs. I do think it is true because I have been to a few clubs with my Indian friends where they have clearly said no Indian people. I do understand that it is because some of them had caused few problems before, but I would like to encourage that not everyone is going to be the same. India is not a terrorist country. Just because you watch Bollywood or just because you watch few news channels about India, it doesn't mean it's always true. Just like how you say K-drama is not real, Bollywood is not real, it's just for entertainment purposes. And also, when you watch YouTube videos or when you watch news channels that do talk about negative aspects about India, I encourage you to search which region it's from, because India is a very huge country. Maybe it's a small group of people, or maybe it's a small city in India that has had such bad experiences. I understand that they were problematic, like few people were problematic in the past, but not everyone is the same, you know. Maybe give them a chance. If they are problematic, you can put them out, you know, but don't base them anyone on nationality. If you don't like it, maybe they do something bad, then you can take action towards it. But initially, everyone is the same. I have lived in Korea for 3-4 years now. I came in 2019 when I was 16 years old. And Korea was always like a second home to me. I loved this country and it was my dream to come here. I always had good experiences living here. I have had a lot of good experiences in Korea, such as the first time when I came here, I had to go to my workplace and I got on the bus and I didn't realize I did not have money in my T-Money card. And I clicked the card and it says no, and I panic because I don't have any money, like cash. And the driver says like, 혹시 돈 없으면 내리세요. 사람 기다리고 있어요. And I was so like, surprised because I don't know what to do. And there's this older woman and she doesn't know who I am. I don't know who she is. She comes to me and she pays for me. Like instead of me, she pays for it and she asks me, where are you from? And where do you want to go? I say, I want to go to my workplace. And she asks, do you know where it is? And I said, I don't know. It's my first time. So she gets off the bus, she takes me to my workplace, she gets on the bus, like a different bus, and she leaves. I still remember her after 4 years. I still remember this thing because it was one of the nicest things anyone has ever done to me. No nationality apart, like it was so kind. And I've also had racism where recently I was in the gym and my trainer comes to me and he say, 이번 달 돈 줄 테니까 혹시 다른 걸로 갈 수 있을까요? 이렇게 물어봤는데 저 갑자기 놀랐어요. 혹시 제가 뭐 잘못한 건 있으신가요? 왜요? 이렇게 물어봤는데 he told me 다른 거는 아니라 사실 우리도 말하는 거는 좀 부담스러웠지만 근데 그 여자 러커룸에 좀 불편한 사람들이 많아요. 저 외국인이라서 좀 그런 불편한 건 있어요. 이런 말 했는데 저는 갑자기 놀랐어. 왜냐면 전 항상 준비는 다 집에 하면서 여기 와고 운동 끝나고 뭐 샤워도 안 하고 그냥 집에 들어가면서 샤워하는데 아직 누구랑 한 번도 얘기해 본 적이 없는데 이런 말 들을 때니까 저 갑자기 너무 아팠어요. 사실 화나는 것보다 너무 아팠어요. 왜냐면 저도 사람이고 저도 한국에 열심히 살고 있고 다른 사람처럼 똑같하게 텍스도 주고 같은데 그냥 다른 거 생기는 거라서 그런 말 하면은 좀 아파요, 사실. 우리도 그냥 같은 친구처럼 잘 지내고 싶고 저도 여기 살고 싶어요. And also I've heard many times like 힘들면 그냥 나가. 이런 말도 많이 들어봤는데 나가는 거 그거는 쉽게 하는 일이 아니에요. 어떻게 우리 집은 포기하고 들어가는 거예요. 저도 어렸을 때부터 크고 여기 와서 열심히 살고 있는데 Yeah, there's both good and bad aspects about Korea. I'm not going to deny that racism doesn't exist. It does exist in Korea. I do wish we had some kind of anti-discriminatory law, which still doesn't exist. Racism does exist in Korea, and so does in any other country. Even when we focus on India itself, we have a lot of racism within us. In conclusion of this, when it comes to Indians, I would encourage Indians to come to Korea, not only because of K-pop or K-drama, but because Korea has so much to offer. I encourage also to be the change that you want to see in the world. Maybe it is true. Maybe some of the people still have bad intentions, or maybe they still have wrong intentions towards India. But every time you go abroad, please represent us well. And when it comes to the Korean audience, I would try to encourage you, please view us as humans. 어디 밖에 나갈 때 이거는 내 외국인 친구야 보다 그냥 친구처럼 소개하면 우리도 마음이 너무 좋아할 거예요. In Sanskrit, we have a saying called Vasudeva Kutumbakam. It means the world, one family. I am here today to preach the same thing. The world is one family, whether it comes to India or Korea or any other country. So let's please be nice towards each other and please welcome everyone with open hands. I hope today for both my Indian and Korean viewers, you got a little bit of answer on what is actually happening. Thank you. 지금까지 파르니까였었고요. 영상 잘 봐줘서 감사합니다.